What was your question?
Let's see, when does he see it up and go? Well, yeah, when does he kind of see us getting it going and...
Okay, so I feel like, so this is the images he's showing me and also what I feel. So this tells me sometime in spring. The image is like flowers, and it feels not hot, but very cool to me. So I feel he's giving me springtime.
Okay.
Which I'm gathering where you live, because we don't have spring in Florida, is probably what, like April?
Yes.
Okay, so sometime around April, I feel he sees it being, at the very least, getting started. But if you guys make plans to start before that, then that's when it's going to be, like, ready.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it going. Let's see. Is there anything else he wants to tell me?
Let's see. Did he ever call you Knucklehead?
Yeah, he would call me that sometimes.
Okay. I don't know why he just said it, but he said Knucklehead. So he's being a little bit more serious and emotional, and you know Bobby, he's going to say it, and he's going to immediately try to say something funny, I just already know, but he really does want you to know that he's proud of you. It's like, I can feel it in my chest, this immense fatherly pride for you. I don't know if you doubt yourself a lot, or if you wonder if you've done something not good enough, whatever the case, but he wants you to know he's proud of you and that you're very strong. Does that make sense to you? I'm not sure what he means by being strong, but he's saying that you're a very strong person. He's very proud of you for being... Are you there for everybody as like the emotional support, whatever? Yes?
He, a long time ago, when he was going through a hard time, he, actually wrote us all letters.
Mm.
And, he told us if he ever passed away what he wanted us, from us. And a few of the things that he listed was he wanted me to be the best mother that I could to my kids.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted me to be there for the family, be the best sister that I could.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just be really strong.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him at his funeral that I promised him that I would do all those things for him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I really try my hardest to do that for him.
Yeah, he knows that you do, and he's proud of you for it. It's like he knows that you have the strength and the abilities to do that for others. But he also feels like you need to make sure you take care of you as well. There's it's almost like self-care.
Right.
Like, you just had a baby, obviously, but he wants to make sure you understand. He wasn't saying you don't put yourself forward, or you should always be last, or you need to take care of everybody else. He wants you to know that he sees you doing all of these things. He's proud of you for it, but also it's okay for you to cry and grieve. It's okay for you to take care of yourself. It's okay to be sad, and he's proud of you. You're doing great. You're doing really great.
I didn't get to talk to him like a week before he passed away. The last time we talked was he got my husband a job at the mill, and it ended up not working out. And we ended up going home. And that was the last time I got to talk to him, and it killed me that I didn't get to tell him that I loved him before he... And I just want him to know that I love him more than anything.
He knows. Absolutely. And he wants you to not hold that against yourself or make yourself feel more sad because you didn't get to talk to him. He says the love was there and he knew it was. So you verbally not getting to say it to him didn't change the fact that you love him. And so he's understanding that it hurts that you didn't get to at least hear his voice or see him or anything one more time before he passed. But he knew it wouldn't have made a difference as far as verbally being able to say it to him because he already knew that you love him.
Okay, good. That makes me feel a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he knew. He didn't. Of course, he would have loved to have been able to hear your voice and all that too. Don't get him wrong. It's just like he wants you to understand that regardless, he knew you loved him. He knew that you are just beating yourself up essentially because you didn't get to talk to him. And he doesn't want you to do that. Let's see. Anything for her? Let's see. Is somebody like holding the baby right now?
No, he's actually right here.
Okay, check it. Do you think he pooped?
Let me see. I've been waiting on him to poop. No, he didn't poop.
Okay. Give him a little bit then, because he's saying like baby's diaper needs to be changed. Okay, so, but not for just pee or whatever. So give it like, a little bit of time, not like hours, and see if if he goes to the bathroom, and then you can be like, okay, thanks, Dad, for the warning. Maybe just go ahead and get a diaper and some wipes sitting there ready because he's giving me that he's going to poop very soon.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. Tell him that. Thank you. You know
that. That's so funny. It's interesting too because sidetrack. I mean, I'm still connected to him, but story time real quick. The other day, I was doing a connection for this woman's grandparents, and her daughter just happened to be sitting there, and I was like, why is he showing me like diapers? Did he have to wear diapers whenever he was alive? She's like, no, he passed, at a fairly young age. Like, I don't know why, but he's showing me diapers. Is somebody potty training? What's going on? And as soon as I said that, her little girl, which was like 3, leans over and goes, Mommy, I need to go pee. I was like, okay, this guy's been trying to tell you your daughter's got to go to the bathroom. So it's just so funny that like all of a sudden this little girl, she's like, I gotta go potty, or she said potty. I gotta go potty. I was like, did you hear that? He just told me she needed to go to the bathroom by telling me diapers. So I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised if your son takes a big old poop soon and needs to be changed. Let's see.
So, the guy that he was, working for and stuff, Bear, is he mad at him? I mean, like, I know you probably don't hold grudges and stuff, but is he mad at him or upset with him about the situation that happened,
I feel like Shay told me something about this, but I can't remember what it is. But I feel like he's saying right now is just like not the time to be stressed about it. Is this the workman comp thing?
Yeah.
There's
the guy that owned the company, the trucking company.
They put the bad tire on there and it.
Oh, okay. So what I'm thinking of and what he's telling me about not the time to worry about it is the workman comp thing.
Right.
Is
he mad at Bear or is he upset with him about the situation?
No, he honestly says it was just an unfortunate event. It just unfortunately it happened, and he doesn't place blame on anybody.
That's good.
as far as Bear goes, whoever that is, he doesn't seem to be like, karma, that guy's gonna get what he had coming or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's more of just like, almost like it was what it was. It's an unfortunate thing that happened, but Bear is not to be blamed.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like Bear didn't know. What does that mean? Bear didn't know.
And it probably, because Bear wasn't the one that ordered all of the parts for the truck. It was his mechanic and Bear's dad.
Okay. Well, according to Bobby, Bear didn't know, and he doesn't need, there's no reason to be upset with him. It was just an unfortunate thing that happened, and Bear's not having anything to do with it, really.
Like when he wrecked, did he feel, like when his neck broke, did he know? Did he feel any of that?
So I feel like my head is hitting something really hard right here, and it's causing a lot of pain there, but it's like instant. Like, bam, and then immediately stops. It's like,
So he did.
I feel he felt his head hit something, but as far as his neck breaking or anything like that, no, I don't. It happened and it was instant, and he didn't feel anything from that.
Do you know if he hit his head like on the windshield or on top of the...
It feels cold. It feels cold to me, so I feel like glass. So I do feel it was the windshield.
Okay. Alrighty.
It's a weird question, but does he know where his shoes went? Like, when I got his autopsy back, it said he had one black sock, and that was it. No other sock, no shoes. And I'm like, where the heck did his stuff go?
Really? I feel like they're in separate places. Would it have been possible for any of it to be on the outside of the truck?
I mean, it could have flown out because the truck flipped over.
So,
it was on the passenger side.
Did they retrieve anything from inside the truck that could? I mean, because I feel like he's given me one shoe was out, but then a sock and shoe was in.
Like, I never went to the truck itself. I just seen pictures of the truck, but I never went to the regular service.
So, according to him, one was on the outside and some of it was on the inside. So, yeah.
It just made me wonder. I was like, where the heck are your shoes?
Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like that one of the socks didn't come off with the shoe. I don't know why there was a sock missing.
Hold up.
I think he just tooted.
Either he pooped or something. Hold on.
Really?
He's making a sound. Watch it.
He's farting now. He stinks.
Well, he's probably getting ready.
Yeah. He hasn't pooped yet since he's been born, so that's probably why he's telling me that.
Ah, gotcha. Probably reassurance for you. Don't worry, he's going to.
Okay.
And he's joking too. He's joking too, like, you're gonna know when he farts or poops or anything. You are going to know. So don't be worried, Mom. He's gonna poop, and you're gonna know.
Is there anything that specifically wants to tell me today?
About today specifically? Is today your birthday?
Yes.
Okay, happy birthday.
Thank you. He is always the first person to tell me happy birthday, always.
Really?
Yes.
He's showing me, and so this doesn't necessarily mean that this is be what he would do. Maybe he would, I don't know, but this is what he's showing me. One of those like hats, like birthday hats, crooked on his head. His eyes are crossed, and he has this one of those things where you blow into it, and then the thing comes out and curls back in and goes out and curls back in. So he's like being silly, blowing this little horn thing that the whatever comes out, and he's even got his eyes crossed, being like. So, happy birthday.
I love him.
That's awesome. I didn't know today was your birthday.
Yes.
Yeah, so Colden's birthday is the day before hers.
Aww.
Yeah. And I was praying to him. I was asking him, I was like, Dad, if I can get a birthday present for you, I either want him to be born before my birthday or on my birthday.
Yeah.
I got that. He gave me my birthday present.
That's awesome.
Let's see. What else?
Like, all this craziness with the world going on, does he think the world's going to end soon?
No.
Yeah, nobody knows, huh?
No. He's just saying no. Shaking his head like, no.
And I have something else. I need him to give me some kind of words to give his wife to make sure that she is going to be okay here with us, because I want her to know that all of us kids need her. And I want him to say something to her to make sure that he knows that they're going to reunite one day, but
Mm-hmm.
I want him to make her feel okay that she's here with us. I know she's always going to be sad, but I feel like only he can give her those kind of words to make her feel strong enough like she can do it.
Well, immediately he says that all of you kids need her. And he says it that way because I know some of you are not her children by birth.
Right.
But there's something here. It's like, I don't know if you guys don't have anybody else as far as like another parent or anything that would care and be there for you all. But he's like, she is it. We're talking about Shay, right?
You're right.
Yeah. She is it. Like, she's the one that is needed. And he wants her to understand that no one can love, this is sweet. No one can love his children the way that Shay can. And he needs her to be there for his children. Does that make sense that no one can love you guys like Shay can?
Yes. She has the love of nobody I've ever seen in my life.
And he knows that.
More than it.
Yeah. He knows that she wants to be with him, but it's not her time. He's there watching. He spends time with everybody, but he knows that all of the kids, he's not even separating it. It's not like my kids or her kids. It's our kids, the kids need her because only she can love you guys the way, like, more than anybody else could. The way a mom should be loving children, she's the one that can do that. And you guys need that right now. You need that. And he's also like, don't worry. I will be here. I will wait for you. You know you're not going to get off that easy. I will be here for you when you get here. Don't worry. But he does definitely need you to be there with the kids and be strong and understand that, you know, unfortunately it was just kind of like a meant to be thing. And he doesn't want you to be sad, but he also understands you will be. Did he ever talk about your smile?
Who's Shay's?
Yeah.
No, not really. I don't know. Not really.
I feel like he's saying like he wants to see your beautiful smile again, but like almost like it's not been the same kind of smile as before.
Everybody says to me every time I'm on Facebook, whatever, they can say, we can see a difference in your look. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah. He wants to see you smile like that again.
Tell him to give her all the signs in the world, and that will happen all the time.
Yeah.
Let me just fill him, and he'll get whatever he wants.
Just gotta... I will help you figure out how to open your abilities, okay? So that you can feel him better.
Because listen, we were in the hospital room last night, and over the intercom we hear, Code Blue, go to 501. And I'm like, can I have Code Blue? Can somebody do Code Blue for me? And Coley and Hannah's like, shut up. I'm like, seriously, y'all don't have a clue. I'm ready to be with him.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I only can understand from a medium perspective. I haven't lost a spouse, so I can't understand where you're coming from on a true, like, physical human being form. But as a medium, I can understand your hurt and your pain because of losing him.
Does he, like, I was asking Coley this yesterday, we were talking about it, and why we picked August 1st to get married on. It wasn't like a specific day, it wasn't an important day. Like, does he know why we just out of the blue picked that one, and then that happens to be the day he passes? Like, does he ever wonder that? Does he know why that day?
Nope, not at all. It just was a day that was picked.
That's crazy.
So, tell him to explain to me. I know he was 44 when he passed and everything, but what is with these 4s?
So 4s are a sign that your loved ones are with you, and they give certain numbers as certain messages. Have you ever looked up what the number 4 means in an angel number?
I haven't looked it up myself, but Shay knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you still see me?
Yeah, I can still see you.
Okay. So I'll read it to you, but he's showing you this number specifically because of the meaning of the 4s.
Okay.
It brings messages of hope. It's okay to move forward. You're giving support and encouragement, balance and harmony, positive energy. He's just showing you and giving you as much support as he possibly can.
Okay. If he could give me, guidance on anything, what would it be? Or to take his advice on something. Is there anything that he wants to tell me?
As soon as you asked, he was giving me the self-care thing again. I feel like it's almost like he's a relating to it type of thing. He put so many people ahead of him that he doesn't want it to be a burden for you if you do that for a long time. He wants you to put yourself first sometimes. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Me and my dad are a lot alike. Everyone's always said that.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Does he see me living in our house for the rest of my life?
Let's see.
Because I said I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, he sees you being there, yeah.
So, I have a question. I know he didn't want me to worry about it, right now, but if it comes to where we do get, settlement money and all that, what does he want me to do with the money that because I want to do what he wishes with it. And I want to make sure, I just do everything he wants me to.
He's saying spend it, but not in a frivolous way.
Okay.
He wants you guys to have it as for comfort.
Okay.
Financial comfort. Does that make sense to you?
My dad has always told me my whole entire ever since I could be out on my own. He's always said if there was anything I could get you, I would want to get you a house. I'd want to make sure that you were set and you had a home to go to. And that's what I have. Does he think that whenever I do that, I should live in Antlers with the rest of the family?
He does say move home. Do you not live near home?
No, I live in Ada.
I don't know where that is. Ado?
Ada. About an hour and 15 minutes from where I live.
He says move home.
Is there a certain time that would be good to try and move home?
He's not giving me a time.
Okay.
He's just
wait.
Whenever you're ready. Or, whenever the time is right kind of thing.
Right.
Whenever you're ready or when the time is right.
That's what I was going to wait on is when we got the settlement money to find a home down there to be able to be set down there with my kids. I have to worry.
Yeah.
Because Antlers is really small. There's not very many jobs and stuff like that. But I do get a lot of help down there. And the dispensary, if the dispensary goes good and everything, then I wanted to make sure and be set.
Mm-hmm. He definitely feels that you should buy a house with the money and move home is what he's saying, and work at the dispensary. He seems to be very optimistic about you being near the family and working at the dispensary and stuff like that. It's almost like it would be a wonderful outcome for you.
Okay.
He seems very optimistic about that. And whenever he says, again, he's making me keep saying, or he wants me to reiterate, I guess. When he says spend it, he does not mean frivolously. He means to make you guys comfortable, to make like he doesn't want it to be sitting in a bank for 20 years or something. He wants you guys to use the money wisely to spend it on comfort things like a house for you. If there's car payments or anything that can be paid off. I do feel like he wants some of it, if it's possible, to go towards getting the dispensary to a point where you guys aren't at a point of, okay, are we going to be able to make it? Is this going to work? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like set it up or something. So make sure you understand when he says spend it, he does not mean frivolously. He means wisely.
Right.
Okay.
I can promise him that.
Okay.
I'm thinking, because workman's comp, I've talked to my attorney, and I had to send in more paperwork and stuff, and she said we are going to have to go to trial because they're trying to fight that he was a contracted employee. But she said, I've won several cases. She's like, he was an employee. We have, plenty of proof. He drove their vehicle. He trained workers. He did everything an employee would do. So I was thinking, when I get the workman's comp, that's what I had in mind, was I was going to use a big chunk of that to put into the dispensary to pay the building off to where I don't have a payment anymore, and put everything that Coley tells me we need to get put in there, put in there.
Right. I feel that that's what he wants, is to get it set up to where there won't be, okay, we have to pay a payment this month, but we didn't sell enough, so we're not going to be able to make that payment or whatever. It's almost like he wants it to be completely set up and paid for so that you guys could have money that you're earning, not have to go back into overhead.
Right. So I have a question for him. Whenever we do the account books, when it comes to money wise and how the LMMA is really strict about stuff like that, who does he think, I know he said he wanted me to be an admin and stuff, but who does he think would play the best role in that, making sure that the business doesn't get shut down over a little mistake, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really good.
I have a CPA, which her name is Ray, but Bobby and his mom had always wanted to go in business. He was a for how long was it up?
A long
12 plus years. So we had said, when we opened the dispensary, have Nana keep the books, keep everything in straight, the money, to buy a big safe and put money in the safe. Still want that to happen, or what does he want?
To get started, yes. All right. And the reason why is because he doesn't want her to be overstressed or overworked throughout the rest of her life.
I want her to teach me how to do the booking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Try to learn that so they don't have to worry about that. Okay. All right.
So at first, yes, to get it started, he does want her to be involved, but he doesn't want her, almost kind of like with you, Shay, he doesn't want you guys working yourselves to death and stressed out all the time, because it's not something you should have to deal with, kind of thing.
Okay. Let's see, what else is there? I don't know. I just want him to talk to me so bad. I just want him to tell me all about stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Forever.
I'm trying to see if he can tell me anything that he might want you to know.
Oh my gosh, what did you think about Rick's big semi for Christmas? I told Rick that was from Bobby Joe.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Is it a toy semi?
Yeah, the car semis that
okay, yeah.
trailer. And then Baby J got a four-wheeler, and Coley said that he won't let nobody touch his four-wheeler.
Aw, that's so funny. So, does the semi a remote control car?
No, he drives it.
Wait.
Reagan got a remote control tractor for him.
Okay. So you're saying one has a semi truck, like a legit?
Yeah, you know how you can get the convertible Jeeps or...
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? Why is he showing me that it's a motorized thing? It's not, it doesn't seem like one of those, semi trucks that are this little and you just kind of kind of thing. No, it's bigger.
You can actually drive around the yard.
Okay. He's almost like, if I could fit in that thing, I'd drive it.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding.
He thinks it's cool. And then one of the kids you said got a remote control car?
He got a 4-wheeler, but it's one that, like, you can get behind him and push it because he's only 9 months old.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
But she said he won't let nobody touch his 4-wheeler.
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm on time.
Aww. Yeah. Did you say that you got those for the kids from him?
Yeah.
Because he's thankful that you did that.
Yeah.
He's like, how is he saying this? Like, keeping his spirit alive.
That's what everybody tells me. I will always do that.
Yeah. It's like it keeps him around. Keeps, you know what I mean? Like, he's not going to end up being one of those grandparents that the kids are like, oh, yeah, my grandpa passed away when I was, little. I don't really know him. It's like you're keeping his spirit alive for these kids, and he loves that.
Does he ever play with Jason?
Yes. Does he giggle?
Yeah, he giggles.
Okay.
And he talks and he stares sometimes.
Okay, because he's showing me like I can hear a little kid giggling, and he's like, immediately when you ask that, he's like, he makes him laugh.
No.
He like makes him giggle. And I don't know if it's almost like he's showing me like tickling his belly or something to that effect, where he would giggle, not just outright laugh, but actually just like giggle. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I know sometimes I listen back at myself on these things and I'm like, oh my gosh, I sound ridiculous. I have a country accent, I make giggly noises, and hold on just a second. What, baby? Slime? I don't think so.
Okay, so then later can we go to the store?
Yeah. Okay. This is my daughter. Yeah, the giggling thing for sure. And then, is Jason your oldest one that's like 9 months old? Okay. Yeah, he's just like, yeah, we talk. That's my buddy. We talk.
Okay, good.
They spend time together. Because even though his name's Jason,
Yes.
I love that name, by the way. He can't verbally talk to Grandpa, but he's like they have an unspoken way of speaking together. So they talk, they giggle. He's very much with Jason to spend time with him.
Good. That makes me
I
happy.
don't know if I ever told you, but it freaked me out one day. I was telling Cole about it. I was putting my food up in the car, and Rip was behind me. And I was putting my food up, so I was leaned over in the car to put my food up on the dash. And then I was turning around to get Rip to put him in the car seat. Well, he had my phone watching a TV show. And all of a sudden, he starts laughing. And then he's like, Bobby Joe. And I turned around real quick, and I said, is Bobby Joe here? And he said, yes.
Oh.
So I'm like, did he like hit me on the butt to make Rip laugh like that? And I'm like, it was just so weird, because I felt like right when he said Bobby Joe, I could feel like Bobby was right there.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. I was like,
no, that's part of your ability to be able to feel him. And like sense that he's around. You're starting to get better at feeling his energy. And when kids are younger, they automatically, like, we're born with these things. And as we get older, most of the time, people make us suppress those abilities because they're, it's all in our head, or, we're crazy or whatever. So when they're younger and they haven't been told that, then they're able to communicate and see and hear and all this stuff. So as long as you're willing to let them still communicate and not suppress those abilities, they'll actually have an easier time when they're older to be able to connect. So, but you're getting better.
I think Jason sees him, because she said he just stares off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
He does. So when I was little, I kind of witnessed like my dad go through a lot, like with women and stuff like that. He didn't always have the best relationships and stuff. And he finally, he truly.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to ask him, is there any guidance he can give me on just kind of being. I know I try to be a good wife, but like, is there a better way to be with my husband to make him kind of realize the things that he needs to realize to be like a good dad? Like, instead of me bringing him down so much, does he have any advice to give me to make him help him be a better man for our family?
So yes, and this is basically, in a nutshell, what he's saying is that men need to be encouraged and supported in a way where they feel like they are a man and like they are valuable. And he says he didn't have women like that until Shay.
Right.
So nagging, comparing, putting him down, anything like that is like not going to be good because it's just going to drive him away.
Okay.
But supporting, appreciating, expressing appreciation, but he also says hold him accountable.
Okay.
So all of that, but also hold him accountable. He doesn't need to get away with anything or be allowed to just be lazy or whatever. But there's got to be a healthy balance between support and encouragement and da-da-da-da, and also holding him accountable.
Right. Okay.
And Shay was that for him. I don't know if she knew that or not, but Shay was all of that for him.
Yeah. I'm telling you, he was with quite a few women, and I mean, he just never had that bond that he had with Shayna. Anytime, like when we were kids, we were brats, and we were like, "Oh my gosh, just leave her," just being brats, being kids, and going through like battles with, our mom wasn't ever there, just stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Where was I getting at with this? Oh, every other woman he's ever got with, I mean, he was so easy to just get rid of. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He would pour his heart out and cry and say he just loved her so much. Like, there was many times that has happened, and so I know that their love was so strong. Like, there is no doubt in my mind ever that Shayna didn't love him at all, or you know what I mean, in any kind of way, or he didn't love her in that way. And I sit here and think about how strong their relationship was, and I know that they had like moments where they had bad times and stuff like
all couples do, yeah.
But they stuck together through thick and thin, and that's just, I want that too. I want my kids to be able to know that they have mom and dad, and mom and dad just always fight, or I want them to have more than all that. I want them to have a family. I want them to have parents that care. I want them to have a life that they deserve.
Yeah, absolutely. I understand that completely. And he's basically, he says, be like Shay. I don't know if he called her Shay or if I'm just calling her that because that's what I know her as. He called her Shay?
Yeah, that's his nickname for her.
Oh, okay. Because I keep hearing other people call her Shayna. Is that her name? So you call her that, his mom calls her that, but I call her Shay because that's what he calls her.
Yep, he does.
Okay. Well, he says to be like her.
Okay. I guess I just need to call you for advice all the time.
So.
Is he, I know I've said it over and over and over, but is he okay with me just being single? Like, I don't want him to be like, babe, get out there and date. Dude, like, he's okay knowing that I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah, he's fine with that.
Okay. I talk, like, oh, no, he wants you to be happy. He wants you to move forward. And I'm like, you don't know my husband then. Because,
I mean, he does say if it were to happen in the future, it would be okay. But he knows you and knows that it ain't going to happen. So he's fine with it.
Okay. He knows.
Yeah, he knows, but as a spirit in the spirit realm that knows how these things go. He is genuinely like, if it comes down to it, you decide in the future you need to. And he's like, I won't feel replaced. I won't feel like you love me any less. Yada yada yada. But also, he's just like, he knows better. He knows better.
Yeah.
And he is going to be the first one I see when I get up there?
Well, before you even get up there. Like, when you're passing, he's going to be there to help you get there.
Okay. Awesome.
All right, so hold your britches. Let's see. Is there anything else he wants to tell me? Anything at all?
Are there any classes that you might need to take to be able to run this dispensary? Any kind of licenses or anything you're going to have to get?
I needed to know, like, where do I need to find the best guidance to make this dispensary go good,
Yeah. He's giving me something about classes. Like, you're going to probably need to, like, look into taking some classes. But not, like, college classes. Just, like, some brief little educational things that will help you understand some things. He's like, okay, interesting. I don't know why he's chuckling when he says this, but he's like, you already know what you're doing.
Right.
But there could be some classes that'll help you with other things.
The things that, like, I need to know, like...
Yeah.
Okay, like the laws and stuff like that.
Yes, exactly. Because he's giving me, like, licenses, which would mean, like, law stuff.
Like, you know the ins and outs of everything in the marijuana field. I know nothing.
What does he think about over time, like not at first, of course, because we got to get it running and going, but over time expanding the building and putting like a drive-through in and stuff like that?
Well, first he says, whoa. Like baby steps type of thing. Like, whoa.
Right. Like, I know that's not going to be anytime soon.
Yeah.
Like, once we get it going and everything starts popping off really good, does he think that
we're going to do good at this?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
It's funny because I'm hearing ka-ching, 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 and 3 large dollar signs, literally, like, big, and he's going ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. So, yes, he does feel that this is going to go well.
Like, of course, at first it's going to be our only store, but does he think over time our dispensaries will grow? Or do you think it will just stay that one and grow?
He says potential, but I feel like it's too soon to know.
Right, okay.
See, what his mom was wanting to do was, when we opened the dispensary, she was wanting to put, because where we have it at on our property, we have room for another building beside it.
Mm-hmm.
She was wanting to eventually, like, put in a little sandwich shop, because her and Bobby...
That's funny. Yeah.
Like, food together, because Bobby's a cooker.
Yeah.
And so I was like, did you see that happening, possibly?
Yes.
I can have y'all come back in just a second. I'm in a Zoom meeting on the phone. Okay, thank you.
Yes, he does think that the sandwich thing would be a good idea. And, in fact, it's interesting because he's giving me that, before whenever you asked how Mom can help, and he said to get started, but then whenever we're talking about a sandwich shop, he's like, no, she needs to be running that. So to get started, yes, at the dispensary, but then the other thing, it would be for her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, do you feel, like, sad that he can't do it? Because initially this was his dream to open the dispensary, and now that he's not here, I'm like, baby, I know nothing about this, but I'm going to keep it going for you. But, like, is he sad that he's not getting to do what he wanted to do?
So he is getting to without the stress. Does that make sense?
Yeah, lucky him.
Yeah, he's like, I'm good. Like, I'm not sad at all because I'm getting to be a part of it, and I don't have to stress about it.
Well, Hannah, her dad just called her while she was in the bathroom, and he's like, when your mom gets off the phone, have her call me. Hannah's like, ask her if she knows if Bobby knows what he needs to talk to you about.
Who is it? Oh, your ex-husband?
No, we were never married.
Oh, okay.
But we were never married. We were just young.
No, I don't know. He's not really talking anything about that.
Is he okay with Justin? Like, him and Justin, Bobby has always been such a great guy and wanted to have a relationship with everybody. And Justin's parents loved Bobby. Like, they'd hug him, love him, say love you. Justin was just that type of, don't talk to me, blah, 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 type.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Little short man syndrome, kind of what we call him. But now that Bobby's passed, he's done a 360. He has cried. He has said, I hate that I did not give him the opportunity to be friends with me like he was wanting to be. Does Bobby know that deep down Justin is really sorry and, like, regrets everything like that?
Yep, absolutely.
And he's okay with Justin, like, trying to help out now because, like, he's like, anything you need at the house-wise, which he's married. We don't have that type of relationship.
Sure,
but,
yeah.
like, is Bobby okay? Because I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, if your ex-wife was being around you after your iPad, boy, we're going to have some issues.
That's so funny. He knows it's sincere, though. He does. He understands that it's not, there's no need for jealousy or anything like that. He knows it's just genuine.
Okay, because I was like, I didn't want him being like, oh, he didn't come around when I was alive, but now he wants to come around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I think Dad's genuinely happy that you have all the help that you need.
Yes, that's exactly what he said, actually. He says, you just need all the support right now. You need all the people.
Yeah. And him and Carolyn have been so great, like, above and beyond for all of us, not just me.
So is there a certain way he wants me to take care of his wife and make sure she's okay?
He said, move home, girl.
I know,
He did say move home. Also, what does he mean by pamper her?
You'll have to tell
Is
me.
he saying I look wretched?
No. It's like...
Because if anything, it's me that needs to be pampered. I don't even have a hairbrush.
No, it's like give her time away. Like, let her go get her nails done or her hair done or anything that would make her feel relaxed, less stressed. Get her massages, like, whatever. I'm just giving you examples, but that's what he means by pamper. Not like, oh, girl, you need to go shower, but just like go, you know what I mean? Help her to remember she's beautiful.
Aw, thanks.
That was so sweet. Help her to remember she's beautiful.
He's such a good man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, Dad, oh my gosh.
Yes.
He loves her so much.
He does, and he wants her to
I just want him
feel
to know
good.
that while he's gone, I promise to take care of his wife, to make sure she's okay. And if there's anything ever he needs me to do, you just shoot me a text and tell me that.
Okay.
Let me know that you need to go get his wife right now.
Okay. Yes, I can do that. But he's very proud of you, and he knows that you've done as much as you can, especially being pregnant. But that's the advice he basically has for what you can do for her is just help her remember she's beautiful and loved and needed. She's needed.
It's the best.
Yeah.
We gave her health, like, our whole life growing up being kids, just...
Yeah.
I sit here and I think, why did we have to do that? Because she's such a good woman.
Yeah. Well, kids will be kids.
Yeah, that's what I say. Kids are kids.
I wish I could take it all back.
When I got with him, I was 21. He was 31. Coley was 10. So I was like a kid myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
21, raising 5 kids. So.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. 2 and I'm 24 and like I'm gonna die sometime.
Shoot, I got 1 and I'm 32 and she drives me absolutely bonkers. So 5 kids at 21, girl. Whew.
Yeah, and they range from 2. There was 2 4-year-olds, a 6-year-old, and a 10-year-old, and then 2 ex-wives. Like, y'all just turned 4. But I was like, dang, any 21-year-old be out at the club.
Oh, yeah. Definitely not.
Like I'm telling you, like any other woman just wouldn't care.
Nah.
They wouldn't have that.
That's why when you said he was greeted by a male figure, I assumed it would have been my dad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because, Dad always wanted to meet her dad.
Okay. Yeah.
So I could kind of, now that you said that, that's exactly what I picked up as your dad.
Because we see 27 and 44 everywhere together. Like, those numbers are always together. And my dad was 27 when he passed.
Oh, okay. I got you.
But get how crazy this is. My dad was born June 23rd. Bobby was born October 23rd. My dad passed away June 1st, and then Bobby passed August 1st.
Wow.
So I tell him all the time, I'm like, Dad, I told you we're just meant to be.
It is. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
Has he got to go see his other little grandbaby that we don't get to be a part of?
Yes. And did you get word that she had the baby the night that you guys asked me?
I don't remember. She had him.
The 20th.
She had him. Callie's birthday, the day you did his mom's reading, she had the baby.
That's when she okay, because she asked me that day. She said that the girl, I can't remember her name, was supposed to be having the baby that day, and she's like, would he know? And he did tell me that she was like very early in the labor part of it, but yes, that she was. So
on Callie's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question on that one too.
Yeah.
Is he mad at Dallas, or how does he feel about that whole situation?
So it's the guy. I don't know who the guy is, but whoever he is in her ear. It's like controlling her.
Yep.
To be like not around family, or I don't know, something like that. There's a guy.
How does she feel genuinely? Does he know how she feels genuinely about him?
About the guy or about your dad?
About our dad.
Yeah, I mean, she loves your dad, and she's just being controlled by this guy. Who is this guy? Is this her husband or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
He's somebody that we want to take on a back dark dirt road.
Uh-oh. Well, he's the problem, is what he's saying. And it's honestly right now it's not even worth like trying to rekindle or whatever with her, because it's just going to cause problems between them.
Does he foresee us ever being a part of her and the baby's life anymore?
Yes.
Whenever it comes time for that, does he want us to forgive like he did? And how does he want us to? Yeah, we need guidance on that too, on like what he wants us to do, be forgiving and accepting, and still love. Of course, we're always gonna love her.
Yeah.
But
yes.
It's something that brings to her attention as to, hey, this is what you did, knowing that it was wrong. And shut us off. We just be welcoming, open arms, and act like nothing was wrong.
Yeah. So basically, what you just said is it's okay to bring it to her attention, right? To say that. Like what you did was wrong and stuff like that, but he's also telling you almost like an insider information is that this guy is the problem, and she may not tell you that, or she may not come across as there's something wrong, so she will need to also be forgiven because it's not all entirely her.
Right. And see, we thought it was like she started hanging back with her mom, which is Cole's mom too, but she started being back in her life, and we felt like in the beginning that it was because of that. Like, she shut us all out because she was black, and we're like, we don't care. Like, I've told her so many times, go to your mom. Like, go to her front door and knock on her door. What's she going to tell you to leave? Like,
right.
Right. So I was like, that, but we didn't know, but it is justice for sure.
Yeah, she's just dealing something with her husband as being controlling, and honestly, I feel like he is probably narcissistic and like,
Very much so.
Yeah, and he doesn't want her to have a communication with anybody, much less family, friends, none of that mess. So he's the problem. So what?
Gonna stay married forever?
No.
Oh, thank gosh.
I don't see that happening.
Ask about me and my husband.
Well, some of this is not your dad giving me this information. Some of this is my psychic abilities and intuition. I do feel with you and your husband, you're going to have some ups and downs, but ultimately you're going to be okay.
Okay.
When it comes to her and her husband, she's going to get fed up at some point.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't feel anytime soon.
Okay. Well, as long, you know what, sometimes you just need that time to learn and become that adult that, you know, she's gotta
figure it out
yeah,
on her own.
she's gonna have to. And
Yep.
it takes that, because sometimes when parents guide you and keep guiding you, and that's probably why he's like, just let her do it.
Yes,
You know?
yeah.
Let her go through her time that she needs to go through. That way she learns this for herself and nobody tells her to do it. And then she goes back at it and does it again. You know
Right.
what I mean? Because I've been there. My dad's been there. We've all done that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Everyone that's tried to tell us what to do instead of letting us figure it out on our own, it just gets us way worse than this.
Right.
And if we would have figured it out on our own a long time ago and not had everybody in our ear all the time, we probably would have came out a lot smarter.
Oh, yeah. But, yep, that's essentially what he is saying, is that she's just, it's not even worth trying to mess with it right now. Let her do her thing. But I do see that eventually it's going to fall apart for them, and she's going to come back into you guys' life. So if you want to hold her accountable a little bit and say, like, hey, this is what you did, and that was wrong, and da-da-da-da, but also almost like keep it between all of us that she's got some stuff happening, and it's not entirely her fault for her to not be around. So I don't know if she's going to open up to you guys and tell you that, if she'll ever say it was his fault or he's the reason why I left, whatever. I don't know that she'll ever do that because I don't know her personality, but I just feel that she is going to have a time where she might be confronted about it and not know if she should or should not say it was all his fault. Almost like she's protecting him. So just keep that in mind, that there's a reason and it's him. So you can, be like, you shouldn't have done that to us, but just keep in your mind that it wasn't all her.
Okay.
But was he in the delivery room with her while she was having the girl?
I do feel he was there.
Yeah, I didn't figure he would miss it.
Give me a second too, because I'm going to get him to give me clarification here. Yes, but it was different than whenever he was with her. It was different. Was he closer? You said he was closer with you, right, than with her?
I mean, he loves all of his kids.
Well, of course.
Yeah, I mean,
him and Dallas had a bond over, like, softball and the sports, and
okay.
He was a big daddy's girl, and like Coley said, he loved her so much. Like, she could do whatever she wanted to him, cuss him, and he would still love her. But she would do that with all of his kids, but it was different. And so when she did this to him, it literally crushed him.
Yeah. So he's saying like it was different than whenever it's with. I feel like because of how the situation was, it's almost like he was respecting boundaries that weren't really there. So like for you, he caressed your shoulder, he kissed you on your head. He's like, with her, he kind of just stood in the room just to make sure everything was okay. So it was different.
Let's see. Is there anything else he wants to tell us?
Not anything specific, just overall that he's very happy he gets to talk with you guys. You're welcome. You're welcome, Bobby. But he's just happy that, you guys get a chance to communicate with each other, and, he's always going to be available. So if you guys ever want to talk with him, you absolutely can. And just keeps wanting you to understand you need to take care of yourself, too.
Okay. So I have a question for him. Does he think that Matt will find a job here soon?
He's saying, gotta go out and get it, or put in the effort. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you?
It does. I get what he's saying because I tell him all the time.
Yeah. So to answer soon, he's not giving me a yes or no because it's not just set in stone. It's up to Matt. Is that what you said, Matt?
Yes.
It's up to him to make it happen, and he's like, he's got to go get it or put in the effort or something along those lines.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's see what else.
He doesn't get tired of it. He just doesn't want to see you cry because it's sad, but he also it's not a burdening type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
did he ever say what he moved across my dresser or wherever he moved?
you know what? We didn't even talk about that. I didn't even ask him.
Yeah. The 2 knocks, and then at the camera, when I had that on my camera, the knocking, and then scooting something across.
Do you have like a little box on your dresser there? I want to say like a trinket box or something or a tray that little jewelry would go in, something like that.
Oh, I have a money tray where I keep my spare change.
Okay. So, that was it.
It's funny because
your spare change, the quarters.
Yeah, all my quarters.
I told you, I said, did he move any, like, did he get in your quarters? Or, like, did you see any quarters or anything laying there?
But what's funny is, like, because it sounds like it's a dragging sound,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Well, the top of our wedding cake, our topper, it was the bride, and the groom was sitting on his butt, and she had him up by the collar, and he was, like, getting drugged. And
that's funny.
Sitting in my money tray. So I'm like,
Okay. Nice. Well, he was telling me that it was something that you would consider like a trinket box or a tray, something like that. But trinket doesn't have to literally mean like little thingies. It could be a jewelry tray, a coin tray, anything like that. So that makes sense to you that it could have been that?
So, I have a question. Before he passed, did he get Shannon an anniversary present, or did he not get to get it yet?
Hold on.
I told you to ask for it.
I feel like he was gonna pick up flowers. Something with flowers.
Remember that year before he did a flower bed for me?
Yeah, I don't think
never got to do it.
I don't think he got to, no. But he was saying something about picking up flowers on the way home. It's like he had a plan to get it.
Okay.
And then you said you don't drink at all, right? Would you have had champagne or anything with him? No? I don't know. It's just like he was going to buy things that you would celebrate with. Like flowers and whatever. Yeah. What'd you say?
I said, do we want to know?
Oh. Not like that. I don't think he would tell me anything like that.
I don't know. He likes to bring up balls on the kids.
I know. What the heck?
That's funny, though. Let's see. What else? What made him think of the horse, the stable and the horse and all that?
I don't know. He was just giving it to me, I think, as a way for you to know it was him.
That's crazy, though, because, like, I'm telling you, when I was little, that's, like, one of the oddest things that I remember so vividly. Like, it's crazy.
So he knew to tell you because you would know that it's him. And I'm telling you, I had written it down. This is my little scribbly, scrabbly paper, but before you even connected with me and I was talking with him, I wrote your and his name down, and I said, or he said he like would give you a hey type of introduction or whatever, and roughhouse like hello with you, and then he showed me stables, and then I was like, okay, well, I know you have horses, like why are you showing me the same thing over and over and over and over again, Bobby? What's going on? And then I said, well, does she rope and ride with you? What's going on? And he's like, no, she got hurt. And then you connected, and I was like, all right, I got to ask you about this.
Yeah.
So it was just a way for him to give you information so you'd know it was him.
Okay.
I mean, because I've connected with him several times, and the first time I described what he looks like, down to what he would wear or whatever, like the hat backwards, stuff like that. So the first time I connect, I don't know what they look like. So I have to describe certain things about them as evidence to find out for sure if it's that person that we're trying to connect with. But since I've connected with him several times, I didn't have to give that information to you. So he needed to give me something that you knew that it was him. Because I know, but you might not. So he has to give me something that would make sense to you. for validation.
Does he know if my son will pass his car seat test?
Ooh, because he's tiny. I don't know if he knows, but he just went like tiny. What happens if not? You have to stay at the hospital?
Yeah.
What?
A little bit. He can be able to ride in a car seat home.
Well, how much does he weigh?
6 pounds and 4 ounces. He showed very full performance. 6 pounds 4 ounces.
Yeah. I think he's probably going to be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is there anything else that I mentioned yesterday that I wanted to ask her?
I think you've asked everything you wanted to.
Okay.
I just don't want to live in this, like, not because I'm going to be in it so bad, but, like, this world's really going to go on forever and ever and ever. It's just awful.
Huh?
This world's just plumb awful.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty rough nowadays.
I know. I seen a lady just talking about, like, in the 2023 years, you're going to see more deaths than we've ever experienced due to blizzards, and then all of a sudden we have these big blizzards in Buffalo, New York, and I'm like, crap. So then I'm thinking, like, is the world about to end?
I feel like nobody is ever going to be able to tell somebody.
No, I don't.
That's his choice. It's just whenever he thinks it's time.
Yeah.
Am I going to live longer than 44?
Well, I mean, yeah, I think so. I just feel like you have grandbabies that are going to grow up and need to be, like, with one of their grandparents.
I mean, I just, like, she's going to know, you know, she is needed here in so many ways. And I know, like, that's what I try to tell her is I'm like, Dad is going to want you here with us. Like, literally, we won't have nobody. I mean, sooner or later, our grandparents are going to pass, and that's it. That's all we got. And if we don't have Shay, we have nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, like, I try to tell her that. I mean, what would we do? And I even have talked to my dad before, and I told him, even before he passed, I was like, these kids are literally going to fall apart without you. Like, they're not going to know how to do it because Daddy's always taking care of everybody. You know what I mean? He's done it for so many years and so good, you know what I mean, to make them not have to worry about anything. And then he's gone, everything's completely changed. Like, it's just all different, you know what I mean? Everything when it comes to, like, family functions and tell him I did see how he reunited the whole family back together. Tell him I did see that.
Oh.
He did.
Okay, he's proud of that.
Yeah, because let me tell you, the whole family, they all kind of, like, split ways and all that. And for a long time, actually. And when Dad passed, everyone reunited and acted like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
And I swear it was him because there's just no, you know what I mean? I know it was him. So just tell him I see him on that.
Yeah, he's proud of it too. He's proud of that. Yeah. Well, of course Shay is hurting, and, you know, you're going to be, and of course nobody wants to see you hurting, but it's okay to grieve, and you can grieve in your own way.
Right.
You know, and if you feel like right now, you, excuse me, you feel like you would just rather die, it's a feeling, and it's a valid feeling. Should you? Absolutely not. People want you around, they need you around, they love you, but it's okay to feel how you feel. Your feelings are valid.
Yeah, that's why I said I'll never act on those feelings because, for one, I know my husband would be beyond disappointed, and then I probably wouldn't even get a chance to be with him again. So I know that part. Like, it's just like.
Oh, how does he feel about his wife smoking weed for the first time?
About what?
His wife smoking weed for the first time.
Oh.
Listen, so I had to. I was like, I went to the doctor. She put me on Zoloft.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, no, you just need to try this. It'll ease everything. And oh my God, that was the most awfulest tasting crap I've ever had in my life.
Well, he laughed about it.
What about me picking it out for her?
Well, he just laughed when you asked about that. So was it something you didn't like? Was it a bad experience or something?
It was just I don't do that.
Nothing.
So
He giggled about it or laughed about it.
She don't even drink. Okay, so you can only imagine.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
How she met my dad, I really have no idea sometimes because
they're total opposites.
they're total opposites. You know.
Getting with the devil is how everybody described it.
But like, you know, it's just crazy because like I don't know, she's never even done anything like that. So like when she said, I think I just want to like calm my nerves and just try it, I was like, is she really? Is she being for real right now? Like,
That's funny.
Too high or what? I don't know.
That's so funny. Well, did you like it? Did you like, at least, did it make you feel better?
It like helped with like not crying all the time, but I just like kind of sat there and was just like numb feeling to where I was like, okay, I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah.
When I took pictures of them, so I mean it helped in that aspect. But oh my, the smell and taste was plumb awful. Awful.
Yeah. What about edibles? You might like edibles.
Or tried those.
I don't think she should do that because I've smoked for a long time and edibles just I'm gone.
Yeah. People do say, see, it's funny because people do say that edibles are like stronger, but it's just a difference.
Paper that they give you in here that says be careful with edibles, like on my paperwork, on my discharge paperwork, they're like edibles are completely different from smoking weed. And
That's funny.
Bobby would smoke, but thank the Lord, in which we both have our medical cards, but I got mine thinking that I had to if we opened a dispensary.
Yeah.
No, I don't have to have that crap, but good thing I got it, I guess.
Yeah.
So he's had his for going on 4 years because he had to renew his card, and after he had passed, his new card came in the mail, so he didn't even get his renewal yet.
Oh.
When I got his toxology report from the autopsy, nothing was in his system.
Interesting.
Nothing.
But he was saying before.
But he had to cut back a lot. Like, he was trying to stop everything.
Mm.
He wanted to open the dispensary and run it like that, but the weed was helping him in so many other ways as well. Because anxiety, like, she's got it.
Yeah.
Reagan's 18, she's getting her medical card. It helps all of them. And I was just like, oh, heck no, I ain't doing that. But
You gave it a try.
yeah.
Well, it actually makes my anxiety worse.
Really?
It can do that. Like, and it really depends on like what you go for whenever you smoke and stuff like that. Like, some people will go for that stuff that puts them completely down.
Yeah.
Not really where they want to be. Where like sativa kind of
Brings you up,
where
yeah.
makes you want to do things. You know, it doesn't just tire you the whole entire time and just
Yeah.
You know, so when somebody comes in, they're going to ask me, what is this for? And I'm going to look at them and be like, I don't know, I was hoping you tell me. Like,
That's so funny.
Or there's some people that just want a mix of it both, like a hybrid or something.
Yeah, I've had hybrid and actually I think I've had all three.
Listen, girl, we're going to have to send you some samples.
No, don't. Please don't. Because listen, I can't. That stuff makes my anxiety awful, awful, awful. And I actually, in the past, have preferred edibles over the smoking because of the fact that the smoking literally makes me feel like I am time traveling. I don't like it at all.
But see, like, when you say, like, it calms you, like, would that help me meditate in a sense of form? Like, would it let my mind, like, calm, or would it just, like, glaze over everything?
It would glaze over everything, yeah. So anything that we put, even though it's a natural, what's the word? It just slipped my mind. It's a natural substance, right? Even though it is a natural substance, it still does alter with our brain chemicals. So any kind of drug, any kind of alcohol, anything like that alters your chemicals in your brain can suppress your abilities to be able to. So like for me, I can't drink alcohol and do readings. I can't. It just blocks it off. I wouldn't be able to get high and do readings. None of that because it suppresses the natural ability to connect. So I don't think that it would help you meditate.
Okay, so then I'm just going to need you to send me some things on how to learn how to meditate.
I can do that.
If I could just, and I tell them that all the time, if I could just physically feel you and know that you're in here when I need to talk to you, I'm okay.
Yeah.
She does need that so bad, like, so bad. Because she just needs to be okay, because we gotta have her.
Yeah.